What is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB, aka Philly Tank with RB. 14 games left in the campaign, and the Sixers are pushing along. They had an epic thriller of a loss the other night, with Q-Dot dropping 46 on their head. Now the Sixers go from playing the second best team in the West to the best overall team in the West, the best team in the NBA. With some caveats, though. We'll talk about those, and we'll talk about why this game could be oh so utterly important, and the ramifications as we continue the Tankathon right here on Philly Take with RB. Let's go, man. Let's go. Big night in store, man. Lot to get into, lot to talk about. We'll break it all down. We'll break it all down, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. Let's freaking go, man. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Hope you guys are having a good week. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys so much for being here, man. As always, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning. Wherever you're tapping in from, welcome into Philly Take with RB, Sixers Game Day live show presented by our friends at National University. We have the 23-45 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 56-12 Oklahoma City Thunder. This is the number one Sixers Game Day live show. We give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. We'll also take your phone calls after the game, so join in on the Discord or on the phone lines. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor. Go right down below this stream. Scroll down on your phone or your computer or wherever you're watching and hit that like button, man. Obviously, it's been a tough go of it this season, but the more people that interact with the show, the more people that like the show, the more people that get engaged and get involved, the more we grow as a brand, the more things we can do. We have so much to go after this season ends. I know it's been brutal, but we have draft coverage. Hopefully the Sixers get their top 6 pick. That has a lot of ramifications tonight. We have other NBA coverage that we'll do throughout the playoffs. We have free agency. We have trades. We have so much in the pipeline, so I need y'all to hit the like button, man, and help us grow this channel. We just hit 42,000 subscribers, which was amazing, man. So thank you guys for being a part of it. And hit that red subscribe button, get active in the comments. And if you want to become can't even talk. If you want to become an official part of the Philly Take family, hit that join button in the chat or go ahead and hit that join button down below. Become a channel member, get all the exclusive emojis, the loyalty badges, and all the additional perks. We will be adding a Quentin Grimes emoji very soon. But to get more emojis, we need more members. So that's what we do, man. Hit that join button, become a channel member today. All right, man. Time to kick things off. We have a lot to get into here in this pregame show. No, we don't break down these games anymore because, what am I going to predict, right? Who's even playing for the Sixers? I ask myself that question every morning. But we do have some things on the line in this game tonight. And I'm going to the chat here. We have a $50 super chat. Rick Bennett, hold up. Yo, my guy Rick, our oldest standing channel member. He has been a member for, 5 years? Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Bennett blessing the chat. We are off to a great start tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some MVP emojis in the chat for Rick Bennett, man. Drop some MVP emojis for my guy, Rick Bennett, man. Rick Bennett says, appreciate the grind in the tank of a season. Hey, it's been brutal, Rick, but yo, I appreciate your kind support, man. I appreciate the love, man. That means more than you know, bro. That means more than you know. Ladies and gentlemen, all my channel members, I see. Who else we got in here? Depressed Sixers fan. I think we had a couple others in here. But, yo, drop the emojis for my guy, Rick Bennett. Drop some MVPs in the chat for Rick Bennett.
He's on fire!
Let's go. And he gets a bell as well. W's in the chat for Rick Bennett, man. Thank you. Wow. I'm very humbled. Very much appreciated. All right, man. Where was I at? So the Oklahoma City Thunder, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, what we are witnessing tonight is absolutely disgusting. Now, bear with me, okay? I'm going to explain this. The Oklahoma City Thunder control the draft rights to the Sixers' first-round draft pick this upcoming draft, right? That's why we've been talking every game about top six. Can the Sixers stay in the top six? Can they retain their pick? If you didn't know, the Oklahoma City Thunder have that draft pick. Now, keep in mind, this team is 56-12. They are the number one team in the NBA. They have an average age of 24 years old. And the Oklahoma City Thunder have about 17 draft picks in the first couple of rounds over the next 5 years. What I'm trying to tell you is the Oklahoma City Thunder have so many weapons at their disposal. And for a while, right, for a couple years, we were like, hey, like, when are they going to trade these picks? When are they going to bundle them and go out and get a superstar player? But then we saw advancements with the NBA and we realized they don't even need to do that anymore. You can actually go younger and we'll see what happens in the playoffs. But based on the way they've been playing this season, they have the best point differential in NBA history. The Thunder are an amazing squad. And I already don't like the Thunder because they did what the Sixers did. They took the original tank and they copied the formula. The Sixers got in trouble for it. Sam Hinkie got kicked out of his office. Adam Silver came in, first act as commissioner, and he, laid down the hammer. And the Sixers were forced to hire the Colangelos, and we know what happened there with the burner accounts. And the Sixers never got to follow through with the process, right? So then the Thunder come in. They do it even worse. They're literally trading for players like Al Horford. Let's just take the trade, for example, with this draft pick, right? The Sixers traded their pick back in 2019-2020, or 2020, I mean, after the 2019 season. They traded their first-round pick to get off the Al Horford contract to the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's the pick they have currently. And the Thunder took Al Horford. They took a first-round pick in exchange for taking Al Horford. And they stuffed Al Horford into a prison, and they didn't play him for months and months and months. And then Sam Presti got to a point where he flipped Al Horford back to the Celtics for more draft picks. So that's what the Thunder have been doing for 5 years. And then they had a couple really bad seasons and tanked. And now they have all the draft picks in the world. So my point is they did what the Sixers did to an even bigger degree, and they never got penalized for it. That's number one. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the injury report tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder are resting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out with rest. Lou Dort out with a hip injury. Jalen Williams out with a hip injury. Gorgie Deng, or I forget, it was Usman Deng, not Gorgie Deng. Usman Deng out with a calf injury. Isaiah Hartenstein, questionable with a back injury. Kason Wallace, questionable with a shoulder injury. And Nikola Topic is out as well. And a couple other players are out as well. Now we look at the 76ers injury report. We already know it's going to be a million guys. Yabusele's back today. Oubre's still out, and everybody else that was out is still out, right? Embiid and Paul George and Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain, Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon. All these guys are out, right? So here's my point. The Thunder are purposely resting certain players to try to help their own draft odds, to try to hurt the Sixers draft odds, so that the Thunder can get their first round pick and retain their pick as long as it's not top 6. Pretty much the Thunder, who are currently 12 and a half games up in the Western Conference, and kudos to them. They've had an amazing season. They can afford to sit guys, right? They're 12 and a half games up. They also were being investigated a couple weeks ago for resting, because you can't rest guys back-to-back games. The Thunder are literally trying to let the Sixers win tonight so that the Thunder can keep their draft pick and that they can keep moving forward. And they don't even need the draft pick. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, listen, man. What the Oklahoma City Thunder are doing tonight has really irked me. Here's what I have to say back to the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's not going to matter. Quentin Grimes might drop 50 tonight. It's not going to matter because the Sixers are playing a former bartender, a former dentist. Now, hopefully, the Sixers don't have a game like they did the other night where they literally were unconscious from the field. They could not miss. And I've already given my thoughts about the tanking formula right now with the Sixers. They've signed a bunch of guys who are on the verge of being out of the NBA and are playing their hearts out right now. I'm talking about Jalen Hood-Schifino and Alex Reese, who the Thunder should know pretty well. I'm talking about O'Shea Brissett. These guys are on the verge of being out of the league. So they're playing very hard. They're actually playing good. Do I think they can beat the Thunder tonight? Hell no. But with the Thunder resting all these guys and trying to tank tonight, I mean, come on, man. You can't let us have anything? You're really trying to let us win this game? That's crazy. So I'm pissed off at that. I am pissed off at that. Now, this is coming from Adam Aronson on Twitter. He says, Jalen Williams has been out for more than a week with an injury. Dort left Saturday's game and did not play Sunday because of the hip. SGA is resting. Hartenstein and Wallace are the ones where it gets murky. So the Thunder are resting SGA, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Kason Wallace, pretty much. They're pretty much resting 3 guys because the Thunder are trying to do what they can to retain that top 6 pick because they already have 18 first-round picks in the next 5 years, and they're greedy. That's what they are. They are greedy. But the 76ers are not going to let it happen. They're still going to lose this game, and we will see what happens moving forward. So that's my rant about the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like I said, the Sixers have pretty much everybody out again. Kudos to the Thunder. They have won, let's see, how many games have they won recently? 3, 6, 9. They've won 10 out of their last 11, even with guys resting at points. The Sixers have lost 4 out of their last 5. They beat the Mavericks, the lowly Mavericks, but the Sixers are obviously in tank mode. And unfortunately, the Nets played the Celtics again last night, so we knew the Celtics were going to win that game. So the Brooklyn Nets are back to being a half game up on the Sixers, and the Sixers are still a half game up on the Toronto Raptors. Now, in terms of tonight's NBA hoops, I guess the Raptors don't play tonight. Yeah, the Raptors don't play tonight. The Nets don't play tonight. So it'll be the Sixers on an island tonight. But honestly, this tanking race has gotten pretty spicy as of late. Also, one other thing I want to mention before we get to our final score predictions. The Washington Wizards are playing the Washington Wizards are playing the Utah Jazz tonight. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with that whole thing. But the Utah Jazz have currently lost 10 games in a row, and the Washington Wizards are 5-5 in their last 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Wizards being the Wizards, they are playing themselves out of the number 1 pick. The Utah Jazz are going to probably get the number 1 pick because the Wizards are actually playing too good now. They traded for Chris Middleton. They traded for Marcus Smart. They're actually winning ball games. What a dumb franchise. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It all lies in the ping pong balls and the lottery, and we will see how that goes. But keep your eyes on Wizards and Jazz, the worst 2 teams playing each other tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go to the chat here, but I got to get your score predictions first and foremost. Once again, welcome into the Sixers Game Day live show. Give me your final score prediction for tonight in the chat right now. The Thunder are trying to rest guys and lose this game, but the Sixers are a bigger tanker right now, and the Sixers are going to do whatever it takes. I know the Sixers played out of their mind the other night, but I do not see O'Shea Brissett and Jalen Hood-Schifino playing the way that they did. So, ladies and gentlemen, drop your final score predictions in the chat. The Thunder are an 11.5-point favorite. I think the Thunder win this game, even with the guys they do have, probably by like 15 points. And that honestly might be on the safe side. So I'm going to say the Thunder win it by a final score of 117 to 102. 117 to 102. What's your guys' final score predictions? Carson says, I love you, RB. As a Thunder fan, I'm laughing. We are resting to avoid anyone getting injured before the playoffs. I mean, that's part of it as well. That's part of it, and you guys deserve it, you know? You guys deserve it because, I mean, you're 56-12. The Thunder, at least right now, are my pick to win the whole thing, but they've been amazing this year, and they're loaded. I mean, they're literally stacked up for the future. Let's see. Wiz ruled their players in after saying they were going to be out. The Jazz just randomly decided to sit players. Yeah, the Jazz are going to get that 1 seed, man. They're going to get that 1 seed. Because there isn't no point for OKC to play their starters. We have the number 1 seed locked up. Well, guess what, Carson? There's a thing called tanking, as you guys should know as well. And the NBA is trying to prevent it. So the NBA is allowing the Thunder to sit guys late in the season, even though they have implemented rules now where you can't sit certain players in back-to-back games. And the Thunder are just resting to rest. So the NBA needs to figure out their policies. Cool J says 115-78 Thunder tonight. Rob Anderson, what's up, man? Thunder 104-76. Jamie says Thunder 118-115. Horrible take. I got to roast the heck out of this guy after I leave the stadium tonight. Thunder up. Wow, we got a Thunder fan in here ready to roast me. Wow. Congrats. Go watch the game, dummy. Depressed Sixers fan says 123-130 OKC. Quentin Grimes with a 35-point double-double. And you don't have to roast me because all I do is speak the facts. That's why there's Thunder fans in this chat. Is there even a Thunder content creator? There you go. Maybe you should go make that channel. You know how many content creators I've tried to find with other teams? They don't exist. I might even take over the Thunder space. I might take over every space. Don't get me started up, bro. Go watch your game and watch the Thunder beat up on Jalen Hood-Schifino because they're going to try to tank and they're not going to do it because the Sixers are in full tank mode right now. Bishop says, what a dumb franchise. Yeah, the Wizards are being a dumb franchise right now. They are being a dumb franchise. They have given up all the ground that they had built up because they're 5-5 in their last 10 games. TMB 117-106. Wade says 113-109 Sixers. Wade's picking the Sixers to win. You absolute psycho. Adam says 128-112 OKC. Ryan Rose says 117-100 Thunder. I'm going to say Q-Dot 34-3-7. I like it. Afro says, hear me out. What if we still make the playoffs? That's not happening. Judica says OKC 100-89. I'll tell you what, man. We have the teams at the top of the NBA resting their players. The tanking race is more appealing right now than the NBA playoff race. Agree or disagree? The NBA tanking race, because the NBA set up a system where teams are rewarded for trying to get that top pick, and they have a better shot to do it. The NBA tanking race is better than the NBA playoff race right now. Agree or disagree? Because right now, the Sixers, Nets, and Raptors are in a freaking dogfight, man. And it's actually making these streams appealing to watch. Thankfully, the Sixers lost that game the other night. I thought they were going to win, but we'll see. Let's see. OKC 114-109. Wade says, I have a bad feeling. Lamont says Sixers win. Rob says day off and killing it in the zone, bro. OKC has tall Rocky. What's up, Rob? Adam, what's good? Cool J, depressed Sixers fan. Yo. We're going to talk a lot about playoffs tonight. We're going to talk about a lot. I'm going to give you guys some insight into what you can expect in the next month or two with coverage. But I need a favor from you guys, man. First off, you got to hit the like button, all right? I woke up feeling a little bit weird today. Went out, got some sun on me. Got some exercise in. I'm feeling better, man. But I need you guys to keep me going. We had that back-to-back Sunday, Monday. I need y'all to hit that like button. Guys, we got 600 likes on the last stream. It was epic. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, drop it in the chat. Spin that wheel. And I'm going to drop that beat, man. It's time to spin the wheel, baby. It's time to spin the wheel. Hold up, bruh. Let's go, man. Time to spin that wheel, baby. Spin the wheel. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's freaking go, man. Welcome in Sixers Game Day live show right here on Philly Take with RB. A lot of your favorite creators, a lot of people that cover the Sixers in the local media have given up on this team. But I'm here every single game, pregame, live game, and postgame. We're going to do this every game of the season, and we're going to ride into the offseason with the coverage, man. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Also, I want to give another shout out to my guy, Rick Bennett. Rick Bennett, Fire Take Go, dropping a $50 super chat. Yo, give my guy Rick some love in the chat, man. Members, drop those MVPs. All right, man. Our record on Spin the Wheel is 4-8. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on a pattern here, right? Every time we lose Spin the Wheel, the Sixers lose. Every time we win on Spin the Wheel, the Sixers win. So I don't know if I want to win or lose. I don't know if I want to win or lose here, you know, because I feel like it might curse us tonight. But anyway, that's where I'm at. We'll see what happens. We'll leave it in the wheel. Let's go. Let's go. The Sixers lose. Oh, the number 7 overall pick. But I kind of feel good about it, though, because again, now that they lost and spin the wheel, I think they're going to lose the game. It's been a pattern, ladies and gentlemen. It's been really weird, but every single time, the outcome of the wheel aligns with the outcome of the game. Now, if the Sixers lose the number 7 pick and it goes to OKC at number 7, I might actually break my microphone on the live stream when we live stream the draft lottery. Like, if you guys are not going to give us the pick, at least make it like number 10. But if you make it number 7, I might actually break something. Anyway, man, that's where we're at. Spin the wheel. We are now 4-9. Is what it is, man. Just don't give us the number 7 pick. Don't give us the 7th overall pick. We'll get back to that later. March Madness is starting. I have filled out a couple brackets. It's going to be fun watching some of these young guys get their opportunity in the tournament. Unfortunately, my buddy who I thought was going to be in the tournament is not going to be in it. A guy who I used to play some basketball with, so that's unfortunate, but he still might get drafted. Maybe he'll come to the Sixers, who knows. But I am excited to watch some of these young guys in the tournament. I'm not going to make draft content yet. Here's my plan, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue our regularly scheduled program here until the end of the season. And once the season ends in the middle of April, I am going to do NBA playoff coverage. So we'll do some live streams mixed in with some videos. We'll make some Sixers videos about, the salary cap and what we need to expect this off season and, what their possibilities are, where they go, things like that. And then once we hit May and we hit the draft lottery and it's confirmed that the Sixers are going to have a draft pick or not, then I'm going to decide about whether I should make draft coverage or not, because I don't want to make all these draft videos and then the Sixers end up not having a draft pick, So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we'll do our regularly scheduled free agency content and, anything else. Like we have a second round draft pick, so we'll look at some second round picks. But that's kind of my my ideology of the whole thing right now. All right, man. Here's the dealio. We got 132 people in the chat, 56 likes. What's going on, man? Are you guys sleeping on me again? Look, I know we have some non-Sixer fans in here. I've built this platform up. We don't just have Sixer fans that are subscribed. We have a bunch of other fans. We have people that just enjoy the live shows. We have people that watch the videos. Look, if you want us to keep growing, you need to follow us on all platforms and you need to hit the damn like button, all right? You see that number down in the bottom right? We're at 42,000 subs. We're trying to get to 43K now. So I need everybody to hit that like button. We're still pumping out these shows. We're still giving you the content. We're giving you the coverage right here, live and direct. All right, so let's go, man. Let's go. We need to get this to 100 likes. We need to get this to 100 likes. I'm going to shout out some of my members in the chat. We have Clint in the building. What's up, Clint? Thanks for being here all season, man. Depressed Sixers fan, what's up? We got Secret Underdog the Gamer. Let's go. Let's go, man. So the Sixers have, let's see, 10 players out for the Sixers tonight. Everybody pretty much from last game other than Gershon Yabusele. Yabusele is back and everybody else is out. And the Thunder are resting players as well, about 7 players trying to tank, but unfortunately they'll get out-tanked by the Sixers. Sixers starting lineup, Quentin Grimes, Jared Butler, Justin Edwards, Gershon Yabusele, O'Shea Brissett, and for the Thunder, Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, Dylan Jones, and Chet Holmgren. So Isaiah Joe is starting at point for the Thunder. It pains me to watch Isaiah Joe, but maybe we have our new Isaiah Joe in Quentin Grimes. And that's where we're at. I am happy for Isaiah Joe. I hope he goes and gets a championship. And we will get the other scoreboard up momentarily, and we'll get that going. But we are off here in OKC. Thunder rocking their aqua blue unis, and Isaiah Joe going to put in the first 3 ball. Wow. What a coincidence. How freaking nostalgic. Sixers rocking their white unis. The Sixers played one of their best games of the season the other night against the Rockets with the cleanup crew here. I mean, they were just fantastic. There's Jared Butler going to drive the lane, float one up, can't get it to go. Once again, the Thunder are resting SGA, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Williams, or one of the Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, and a couple others as well. Kason Wallace says Chet Holmgren goes in for the reverse. Thunder lead it 5-0. Justin Edwards going to drive, lays it up, misses it. Thunder are also trying to rest some guys in advance of the NBA playoffs because they're 12.5 games up in the West, which is nuts. Isaiah Joe again. Man, I mean, Isaiah Joe is such a good player, bro. How many times did I try to tell these people? How many times did I try to tell them about Isaiah Joe, man? I might be the originator when it comes to Isaiah Joe. Had him on my draft board, wanted to pick him up. I kept calling for him to play. Doc Rivers hated him because they don't play young guys. And the guy just keeps getting better. Thunder going to turn it over down the other end. It's 7-0. OKC leads it. Thunder lead it 7-0. Here's Quentin Grimes. Puts up the 2. That one does not go. So the Sixers are still scoreless. Chet has it against Justin Edwards. Turns, kicks it back. Here's Isaiah Joe to the corner. 3-ball from the other Jalen Williams, and he's going to drill it. It is 10-0. That's what I like to see, boys. That's what I like to see. Timeout on the floor by Nick Nurse. Just like that, it's 10-0. And the Thunder are whooping the Sixers already. That's how good the Thunder are, man. We have 130 people in the chat. I need y'all to get it to 100 likes. I need y'all to get it to 100 likes, man. Seriously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm not reading the chat till we get 100 likes. Got to put some pressure on you guys. Isaiah Joe has 5 of the points. I tried to tell you guys about Isaiah Joe for years, man. Tried to tell y'all. They didn't listen to RB. They didn't listen to me. Tried to tell you, Doc. So the OKC Thunder have come out in this game. They're like, yeah, we're going to try to tank this game. And the Thunder and the Sixers are like, yeah, hell no. No, we're the ones losing this game. Busy B says, looks like we are off to a great start. We're off to a magnificent start, to be honest. Sixers might not score any points tonight. They might not score any points. Good man says, I know the Sixers are hurt. Like, bro, what is this? Yeah, bro, we're playing guys that you've never even heard of. We're playing dudes that we just picked up off the street. Guys that are trying to save their NBA lives. Jamie says, nobody can out-tank the Sixers. Enough with Joe, it's over, man. No, it's not over. It's not over. Because I'm going to keep saying it until the Sixers win a championship. Isaiah Joe, Isaiah Joe, Isaiah Joe. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to name every other player that this team gave up on because of their refusal to play young players, and you're going to like it. You're going to listen to it, and you are going to like it because we were right. Don't try to tell me. Look at this Thunder Stadium or arena. It's like in the middle of a city, but there's nothing around it. Oklahoma City looks like a dry city, to be honest. I'm being honest here. I'm going to keep saying it about Isaiah Joe. You guys are going to like it or you're not. Either way, I'm going to keep saying it. Isaiah Joe is the one that got away. Got away. Here's Gershon Yabusele for 3. That one's off the mark. Yabusele going to kick it over to Justin Edwards. Dribbles, drives into the paint, throws it down. Justin Edwards puts the Sixers on the board. Woo! Chet Holmgren going to hand it off Isaiah Joe. Here is... They make a sub already? Oh, no, that's... Dylan Jones. Dylan Jones to a cutting Jalen Williams, and he's wide open for the dunk. So the Thunder are 5 for 5 from the field to begin this game. Here is Jared Butler. Jared Butler going to find O'Shea Brissett. Here's Jared Butler dribbling in, kicks it out. Justin Edwards pulling it from the wing. That one no good. Here's Isaiah Joe coming around a screen. He's going to kick it. Chet for 3, wide open, and drills it. Man, the Thunder they make this stuff look so easy, man. They make this stuff look so easy. It's crazy. Quentin Grimes kicks it out. Edwards, Brissett, pump fake, dribble, drive, Brissett. Here's a 3-ball from Grimes. No good. Thunder pick it up. Chet down the other end. He's fouled. I don't care what these little whining Thunder fans in the chat have to say. The Thunder literally did what the Sixers did did it 10 times worse and never got penalized for it. Just because they never came out openly and said, hey, we're going to tank. But the Thunder had some dog crap seasons in a row. They kept trading guys, kept getting first round picks. The difference with the Sixers, though, is that Sixers drafted the wrong guys. The Thunder drafted the right guys. Checking to knock down the first free throw. See, the difference as well is that the Oklahoma City Thunder have to get it right, man. The Thunder are going to have to pay a lot of these guys in like a year or two. They're going to have some decisions to make. So right now, even though the Thunder are only average age of 24, they're going to have to win this damn championship. Like, this is their year. This is the year for the Thunder to win. And if they don't win, they could be in trouble. The pressure's on. The pressure's on for the Thunder to win. You don't want to squander an opportunity like this. Jalen Williams just jumped over the head of Ricky Council. He just bent his neck to the right. Not the regular Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams. They have two Jalen Williams. That's how crazy this Thunder team is. Eagles won a Super Bowl trusting young guys. Sixers will never learn. That's a fact. I tweeted that out earlier this season, man. Oh, by the way, no Jeff Doughton tonight. He's on the bench. He's on the bench. Capture the flag or ace in the hole. Not. Race for ace, man. Race for ace. It does suck that two of the Rutgers guys are not going to be in the tournament, but oh well. OKC, you guys aren't getting our pick. I hope not, man. Sixers need it. Thunder don't. Brian Pupper says, let's go Thunder. OKC got their picks by trading stars at their peak. Yeah, okay. Okay. One really good trade. Let's not forget when the Thunder were getting dog walked by like 70 points. I forget who they played that game, but the Thunder definitely tanked for a couple seasons. Now, again, they didn't. They got veterans. They put them in prison. Then they traded them. But they also drafted the right guys. That was the difference. The Thunder also never got penalized like the Sixers did. But the Thunder drafted the right players. I will give them credit for that. And the SGA trade was the main trade. That was the big one. Keep in mind, Paul George. Paul George, talk about the NBA history. Talk about NBA history. Paul George in that trade, man. I mean, that is, the Clippers got fleeced, man. Clippers got fleeced. And it's because, and you know what's funny? When you bring it full circle, as Yabusele turns, kicks it to Edwards. Edwards drives in, kicks it out. Here's Jalen Hood-Schifino for the first time. Hood-Schifino, step back two. That's off the mark. Grimes with the putback layup. You know what's funny? You bring it full circle, and it's because of Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers didn't like SGA. Because Doc Rivers doesn't like young players. Just like he wouldn't have played Isaiah Joe, and he won't play SGA. Here's a three ball from Dylan Jones. No good. Chet trying to track down the board. Sixers tap it out. It's going to stay with OKC. Yeah, it was the Grizzlies. That's right. Guys, we got 173 people in the chat. We need 10 more likes. Who is going to get us to 100 likes, man? Guys, get us to 100 likes, man. We're about to be there now. Let's go. Hit the like button for the one time. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, post-game. Dylan Jones was the first-round pick of the Thunder this year out of Weber State. Here comes Chuma Okeke in for the first time. Chuma Okeke coming in for the first time. Isaiah Joe going to find Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams up top to Chet. Chet driving, turning, spinning, fades. Got the bounce. You know, I went to the Sixers Thunder game last year. It was actually the last game I've been to when Joel Embiid came back on April 2nd. I was on the way to the arena and they announced that he was coming back and the Sixers ended up winning that game. It was such a good vibe. Chuma Okeke for three. He drills it. And, you know, just to think about where the Sixers are at now compared to then, it's not even a year ago. To think about where things have gone for this Sixers team since I was at that game is insane. Another easy bucket for the Thunder. They're just quick. They run. They play defense. They don't get hurt that much because they're young. Carson says Thunder only tanked for 2 years. You're acting like they tanked for 5. No, they only tanked for like 2 or 3 years. But again, they never got in trouble for it. Sixers didn't tank for 5 years. Sixers had, what, 2-3 year tank? They were just open about it. Then they drafted the wrong players. There's Chet Holmgren. He's going to drive, spin. Jalen Williams. And Aaron Wiggins going to be fouled en route to the basket. I did think the Thunder were going to make a trade at the deadline. I thought they were either going to get Cam Johnson at first or maybe even trade for Yabusele. But the Thunder pretty much said, hey, Chet Holmgren is injured. We'll wait till he comes back. That'll be our addition. I mean, the team's they've been playing so good this season. But like I said, they got to the playoffs last year, came up short. This has to be their season. First one missed at the line by Aaron Wiggins. Now, I was listening to a couple things, and I thought it was pretty cool about the OKC Thunder and their head coach. They're not really talking about the expectations amongst themselves. I kind of like that approach. They're still really young. Like I said, their average age is 24. Sixers are the oldest team in the league. Thunder are the youngest, I think. And, they're not trying to just say, hey, championship or bust. Even though they might think that, they're not just hounding on it every day. They're just trying to get better one day at a time. Grimes going to miss the 3. Sixers get it back. Here's Okeke. Finds Grimes. Goes up and in. And it is a 10-point game. Or 12-point game. And there's Jalen Williams down the other end. Exactly, Vincent. Yeah, and then they did the whole thing without Horford. They were literally just stashing players behind prison bars just so they could trade them a year later when they had more leverage. Yabu going to drill a 3. It's an 11-point game. Thunder lead it 24-13. Guys, we need 8 more likes, man. Don't be a shadow watcher in the chat. Don't be a shadow watcher. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, all right? Hit the like button. Get us to 100 likes so we can hit the horn. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. Look, I know it's tough to watch this team at this point, but we're still doing it every single game. We're breaking it down for you guys. And, yeah, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Jason A-Team in the chat. What's up, Jason? He says, miss the old days when we were good. I hear you, man. But, hey, you got to get worse before you get better. Got to get worse before you get better. Yeah, I have a question for you guys in the chat, man. How do you feel about Quentin Grimes? Do you think this is legit what we are seeing? Do you think Quentin Grimes can be like a 3rd star on a team? Because honestly, man, the way that he's playing, this is not a Cinderella phase or a honeymoon phase anymore. Like, Quentin Grimes is legit. Now, Quentin Grimes being like a primary facilitator and ball handler versus being a role player, I think that's a difference, I don't think Quentin Grimes can be the 5th option on offense. Like, I think he actually needs the ball in his hands a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Sixers' philosophy is, but I tweeted this after the last game. Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and Quentin Grimes, that's a hell of a guard rotation to build with. That's a hell of a guard rotation right there. Wayo, what's going on, man? Alejandro, what's up? Lou, what's up? Lou says Q is legit. I think he's a great 3rd option, says Busy B. Yo, we got 100 likes in the chat. Let's go. Drop the yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, wake him up, sir. Woo. Let's go, man. I actually posted a little clip on TikTok and Instagram, and people were like, yeah, dude, like, you got to, relax because Quentin Grimes is playing with a bunch of bums around him. But the difference is, like, what do you want me to say about that? So Quentin Grimes, just because he has an opportunity now to show off that he didn't have before, you're telling me that I should discount and discredit Quentin Grimes? The guy's dropping 30 and 40 bombs. I mean, come on, man. That's not like just something you blow off. Quentin Grimes can play. I'm only looking at the fit moving forward with this team. You know, how does he fit on offense with this team? But the more you keep playing him, I think this guy, you know, he's working up his price tag. So the Sixers are going to have to pay more to match whatever he gets because right now he is playing out of his mind. Here's Isaiah Joe coming around his screen for 3. That's off. Thunder get the board, go up, and 1. Who is that? Someone just came in. Who is that? Thunder are playing anybody out here, bro. And they're still cooking us. Because the Thunder can't tank like the Sixers. This guy doesn't even have an NBA page, bro. Brandon Carlson? I can't even look him up on ESPN. That's crazy, bro. So the Thunder lead by 13 points. Nice shot by the 76ers. That was from Ricky Council. Brandon Carlson, averaging 2.8 points per game. Here's Kenrick Williams in for the first time. Going to find Jalen Williams. Jalen with an I. The other Jalen Williams is out. Isaiah Joe lost the pass. Here comes Quentin Grimes. Down the lane, goes up. Fouled and 1. Quentin Grimes goes coast to coast. Yes, sir. And 1. Drop the ones in the chat, man. I need y'all to get engaged in the comments, man. Drop that. Yes, sir. Drop the N1. Dave says, let it go with Isaiah Joe. Once again, I already said this earlier. I'm not letting it go. So you can come in here and whine and complain, but I'm going to say it anyway because, again, I was right. Everybody was right, and they should have never let Isaiah Joe go. They cut him, and they created an open roster spot, and they used that roster spot to sign Dwayne Dedmon. And the Sixers, they just made a terrible decision. Also, Alex Caruso's out tonight. He was a great pickup by the Thunder in the offseason. Isaiah Hartenstein, another great pickup. He's out tonight. Dylan Jones for 3. That's off the mark. Jalen Williams gets the rebound, bullies it away, and throws it in. It's a 10-point lead for the Thunder. Council dumps it to Okeke. Here's Alex Reese for 3, former OKC Thunder. He misses it. Ball tapped to Grimes, who lays it in under the rim. Here's Kenrick Williams, spots up wide open. That's off the mark. Thunder track down the board. Here's Jalen Williams to the corner. Brandon Carlson for 3, and he nails it. I mean, they just have young guy upon young guy. This guy Carlson's 25 years old. Sixers lose it down the other end. Thunder just brought in Adam Flagler, 25 years old out of Baylor. I mean, they're just bringing in dudes now, you know. Here's another 3 ball, and that one's going to fall for Jones. Brandon Carlson was undrafted this year out of Utah. Here's Chuma Okeke going to pop up a 3, and he nails it. Chuma Okeke for 3. Now, who the heck is Adam Flagler? Carlson for 3. This time he airballs it. Let's see. Adam Flagler went undrafted back in 2023. And he's just been stashed by the Thunder. Carlson is a 7-foot Mormon. There you go. He's like Filipowski. And he's from Utah, too. Funny enough. He's from Utah. Here's Ricky Council in the corner. Council going to drive with the left hand. Steps back. Gets it plucked. Thunder take it away. Flagler up the floor. And that one is going to be swatted away from Aaron Wiggins. Shout out to the chat, man. 185 people in here. Do me a favor. Like the show. Subscribe to the show. We got Sixers trivia coming up here in just a few moments. We have a dog race down the end of the season. Back and forth in the trivia game between 4 different people. Here's Kenrick Williams for 3. He nails it again. Yeah, we have a dogfight in the trivia, man. Council for 3. That one's short. Here is Wiggins going to find Kenrick Williams. Drives up with the left hand. That one is short. Picked up by Philly, and here they come. 1:10 to play in the first quarter. Here's Jared Butler. Butler going to dribble, drive. Butler to the corner. 3 ball from Okeke. Got it again. Chuma Okeke.
He's on fire.
Let's go, Okeke. Other 3 ball for OKC. That's 40. That's 40. Here's Jared Butler going to find Jalen Hood-Schifino back to Butler. Butler crossing over. Here's Jalen Hood-Schifino. Hood-Schifino going to pop it up mid-range. And he missed it. Alley-oop, and there is Carlson going to slam it down on the other end. 42 points for the Thunder, man. Holy crap. Here's Ricky Council for 3. That one's off the mark. Sixers get it back. 1 second to go, and they don't hit it at the buzzer. The man crush on Isaiah Joe is wild. Well, you actually don't watch basketball if you don't think Isaiah Joe's a good player. That's all I can say. They should have never got rid of him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Sixers gave up 42 points in the first, despite 7 guys being down, which is unbelievable. The Sixers are literally not playing defense. But anyway, with that being said, mission accomplished so far. Sixers are trying to lose this game. And that's what we are expecting, right? So we can't really get mad or anything like that. We're just here. But anyway, it is time for some Sixers trivia. We have a dog fight going on right now down to the end of the season. 14 games to go, including tonight. We will see who will be our Sixers trivia winner and get a prize at the end of the season. But I'm going to let you guys know about the question today. I got to give a shout out to our sponsor of today's show. It's brought to you by National University, our Sixers Scholars trivia question. And National University is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling if you're someone trying to balance work life and school. NU is perfect for you because they offer 4 and 8 week online courses that allow you to start sooner and finish faster. They offer 150-degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And they understand that when you start or return to higher ed, you're not just a student, but a parent, caretaker, employee, and more at the same time. NU gives you the support to balance your life. And National University is a veteran-founded university that awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. So if you are interested in checking out their curriculums and program offerings, click the link down in the description or the live chat and get more info today. National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. All right, man. First person to get it in the chat will be correct. You'll hear this sound. It's not about who gets it right first. It's about who gets it right and types it correctly in the chat. Only your first guess will count. With that being said, the question of the day is, how many times have the Sixers finished with over 60 wins in a season in franchise history? How many seasons have the Sixers finished with over 60 wins in franchise history? How many times have the Sixers finished with 60-plus wins in franchise history? Let me pull up my other chat so we can see what we got rocking. Let's see. All right, man. Let's go to the chat. We'll announce the winner here at the next stoppage. Here's Jared Butler, corner 3. He's going to miss it. Okeke tracks down the rebound. Sixers get it back. Here's Jared Butler. Butler left to right, spins. Ooh, half spin, turn, fade. What a move by Jared Butler. He just unlocked that out of the little duffel bag, you know? Shout out to Jared Butler, man. Here's Aaron Wiggins, guarded by Jared Butler. Chet Holmgren up top. Now they're running the 2 big man lineup. Chet and here's Flagler going to kick it up. Carlson for 3. That's off. Carlson and Chet running the 4 and 5. Must be fun watching this damn Thunder team, man. Every night. All these young guys as they blow right down the floor and blow by everybody. Thunder back up by 16. 44-28. Here are the Sixers. Jared Butler finds Alex Reese, pops out for a 3, missed it. Okeke, another offensive rebound, goes right up and in. We have a timeout on the floor, 44-30. All right, man. The correct answer is the Sixers have had 4 60-plus win seasons in their franchise history. 4 is the correct answer. And it goes to our guy, the channel member, Dom Boyle. Let's go. Give Dom some love in the chat. Give some love to Dom in the chat, man. Dom is our Sixer Scholar of the evening. Congratulations, Dom. Congrats. And with that, Dom Boyle is racking up his 4th trivia win of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, like I said, a tight race here with now 13 games remaining after this. We have Philly Sports Dylan leading the way with 6, Ego with 5, Lou World with 5, Busy Bee with 4, and now Dom Boyle with 4 as well. So it is up for grabs. Anybody's race. Maybe somebody can tally off 7 in a row, and then they'll be in the lead. Known says, hit the like, fam. Yo, we got 120 likes. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm RB. I do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. We break it all down live and direct. We got you covered with the rest of the season. We drop videos. I dropped the video yesterday. Definitely check that out about Marcus Morris throwing haymakers at Daryl Morey. You guys don't want to miss that. So check out that video. We'll have more videos to come. We'll do NBA coverage once the season ends, and then we'll have draft coverage and all that. Quentin Grimes off to a good start in this game. He's got 9 points. How about Chuma Okeke with 11 and 6 off the bench? He's playing well. Everybody else has kind of disappeared from their production the other night, though. Everybody kind of disappeared from the other night. We got Clint in the chat. What's up, Clint? We have Busy Bee, Dom Boyle. We got Cool J. Shout out to the members, man. Being a member makes it better, man. You guys get the emojis, the loyalty badges. You get your comments read first. And obviously you support your boy, man. All right, man. Let's see. Sixers down by 14 points. We're just almost 2 minutes into this second. Brissett turns, goes up off the window, can't get it to fall. 44-30 is our score. Here is Wiggins, going to dump it down to Chet. Chet swings it out, and that one is plucked away. Out of bounds, going to stay with OKC. Got to sign another big man if Bona is out. Can't keep getting work. Bro, are you guys serious right now? Dude, they're trying to lose games. The season is over, man. The tankathon is on. This team hasn't been playing a center for like 2 games now. Thunder get an easy bucket. Here come the Sixers. They're down by 16. Thankfully, these guys aren't playing like they were the other night. They were going nuts. Jared Butler floats one up, can't get it to go off the back rim. Here come the Thunder. Chet dribbling up the floor, one bounce. Here's Flagler up top. Kenrich Williams spots up again. Yo, this guy can't miss. This guy can't miss. Kenrich Williams going crazy right now. Dang, bro. Kenrich Williams has been there for some time. Here's Justin Edwards going to drive, spin, kick it back. Reese to the corner. Here's Okeke. And Brissett going to miss it. Yo, it's pretty funny how Yabu played what? First couple minutes, hasn't really played much. Nice step over. Wow, that was nice. That was nice from Wiggins. No SGA, no Caruso. No Jalen Williams. Alex Reese just tried to poster Chet Holmgren. Yo, Alex Reese went for it all. That was the funniest poster I've ever seen, man. He tried. He tried, man. Yo, that was crazy. My boy Alex Reese really tried that. All these players have negative things to say about Morey. Everybody can't be wrong. Time to give him the side eye and see what's really going on. I agree. I'm kind of out on Morey at this point. I mean, hey, he drafts well, but a lot of these guys are saying some things about him. It's going to be an interesting offseason for the 76ers. Sixers Sam in the house says, I'm sick as a dog. Just popping in to say like the stream. Yo, shout out to Sixers Sam. Hope you feel better. Here are the Thunder leading by 19 points. Jones for 3. That's off. Sixers pick it up. Edwards up top. Here is Okeke to the corner. Brissett up to Alex Reese. Reese for 3, and he drains it. Dude, Alex Reese might be cooking, bruh. Another one from Williams. This one is short. Dude, they have so many Williams on this team. Chet going to get fouled off balance, and then they're going to say it's on the floor on Alex Reese. So Alex Reese going to come off the floor. Yabu comes back in. It's unfortunate Yabusele has to take the hit for this team. He's the guy that is still relatively healthy, even though he had 2 corneal abrasions or whatever he had. He's still back in doing his thing. Just goes to show how much depth the OKC Thunder have. I mean, they're so good. They really are. Chet pulls it up. He's blocked by Justin Edwards. What a play on the defensive end. Here come the Sixers. Edwards steps over, goes in, and he was fouled on the wrist. Man, Thunder are good. 56-12. They've rested some of their guys. They've won 10 out of 11. And their average age is 24 years old. They're literally like the Eagles of the NBA. They're just getting younger, drafting good players, playing them right away, letting them cook early on. And they're the opposite of the Sixers because the Sixers don't even want to play any young players. It's crazy. Free throw is going to be good. Guys, hit the like button, man. 187 people in the chat. Get us to 200 likes. We could do it right now, man. 7:20 to go here in the first half. Wiggins to the corner. 3-ball. Carlson, it's off the mark. Thunder fighting for it. Here come the 76ers down by 14 points. Justin Edwards at the wing. Going to pop up a 3, and he drills it. It's an 11-point game. 10-0 run for Philly here in the last couple minutes. 6:50 to go in the first half. Jones up top. Here's a 3-ball from Wiggins. That's off the mark. Sixers storming back. Depressed Sixers fan says, I bet there's a backstory as to why Kyle Lowry played this much before the injury. Yeah, it's because he's Kyle Lowry, and he's Nick Nurse's stepson. Because he's an older player with more experience. So that apparently translates to he's going to be better. Gershon Yabusele crossing over, drives downhill, up and in. The Sixers storming back. It's single digits, 9-point game. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's go, Sixers. Let's go, Sixers. Even though we want to lose this game. Don't let the Thunder try to outbeat you again. Don't let them do it again, bro. Don't let them do it again. Don't let it happen again. 190 people in the chat. I'm RB. This is Sixers Game Day Live, your #1 interactive live show all season long. There's no shows out there doing it like this for other teams, man. So Thunder fans, you guys are welcome. We give you a 4-hour interactive live stream. We give you a pregame show, live game coverage. We call the game for you. We break it down as it happens, and then we do a post-game show. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do playoff stuff this year for the Sixers because they're not going to make it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're here, man. We're here. We are here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you guys have been tapping in all season long, do me a favor, drop OG in the chat. I want to know who's been rocking with us, who's a diehard, a loyal of this channel. I want to know who's really grinding it out with us. If you guys are new to the channel tonight, drop new. If you are a casual viewer from time to time, drop casual. Let me know, man. I want to shout out some people in the chat. I really do appreciate you guys being here all season long. It's been a hell of a grind. It's been tough to watch this team all season, if I'm being honest. I mean, from the first game, I was thinking about this yesterday when I made my video. By the way, let me know in the chat, who watches all the content? Do you guys watch the videos too? Do you guys watch videos as well? Or do you just watch the live streams? I want to know. But when I made my video yesterday, and I have another video coming tomorrow, which I'll talk about this more. But I was just thinking about how the Sixers season was literally doomed from the beginning. Like, they really lied to us at the beginning of the season, and we were all dumb enough to believe it. Like, bro, they literally lied to us from the first game of the season. That's crazy, bro. Joel Embiid didn't even play the first 9 games of the season because they lied to us. We got Clint OG in the chat, Don Boyle, Busy B, Tika. Rollins is a casual. Min, what's up, bro? Dave Jones, OG. Cool J OG, Sack OG. Lamont says I watched the videos, BLSG OG. Afro says kind of both. Busy B says I tap into your videos. Ridge says OG Shadow Watcher. Clint says, yes, sir, love them. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And I know we got a ton of Shadow Watchers in the house tonight. It's all good. You guys don't have to comment. I appreciate you. Just know that. Let's see, man. Depressed Sixers fans is new, but I love being here. You've been here for a while, man. You've been here. Once again, the best way to support us is to follow us on all platforms. We're growing on TikTok. We're growing on Instagram. Check us out, Philly Take with RB, and follow me on Twitter as well At RB Philly Take. I have another question for you guys, but I'll get to that in a few moments. Sixers down by 10. They were 1 for 2. Thunder were 1 for 2 down the other end. At the line, 3 on the shot clock. Here's Jared Butler. Step back 3. That's off left. Jalen Williams is in the game. Isaiah Joe is in the game. Who is that? Who is that? Bro, the Thunder are literally bringing in my freaking... Thunder are literally bringing in dudes that I played against in freaking township basketball. Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Seriously. Alex Dukas. Who the heck? I feel like I remember his name, but another 24-year-old. Bro, the Thunder are literally just signing every 24-year-old in the books. He's only played 4 minutes a game. Alex Dukas out of St. Mary's. Isaiah Joe for 3. That one rims out. Air ball from the Sixers. Here come the Thunder. They haven't scored in 3 minutes. Isaiah Joe has it up top. He's going to find Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams to the corner. Here's Alex Dukas. 3 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams turns, spins. Grimes rips it. Williams puts it up, but it's late. Nice defense by Grimes. Dude, who the heck is Alex Dukas? Alex Dukas is on a 2-way contract with the Thunder. He began his career in the Australian State Leagues before moving to the U.S. in 2019 to play college ball for St. Mary's. So this guy was a professional Australian basketball player. He probably likes Ben Simmons. Actually, no, they don't like him anymore. Dude, the Thunder pissed me off, man. They just sign every 24-year-old in the books. It's like, but if I don't know who Alex Dukas is, I'm going to be, what was that guy saying like a week or two ago? I didn't know who the Georgia Nighthawks were. Some freaking G League independent team. Do you know who Alex Dukas is? Come on, bro. The Thunder are pissing me off. Alex Dukas looks like the guy I played against in my summer league last year. Come on, bro. There's Quentin Grimes up top. Grimes going to find Jalen Hood-Schifino. Hood-Schifino for 3, and he drills it. Yo, Jalen Hood-Schifino might have some game to him, man. I'm not even joking now. Jalen Hood-Schifino could play. Jalen Williams on the other end missed it. The Sixers are storming back. It's a 6-point game. There go the Thunder trying to tank. Yabu, another 3. He missed it short, out of bounds. Where's that little whining Thunder fan in the chat? Oh, I'm going to come back and roast this guy. Yeah, you disappeared out of the chat, dumbass. Because the Thunder are trying to tank. And I told you they were trying to tank. All I do is tell you guys the truth, man. Thunder haven't scored in 4.5 minutes. Alex Dukas for 3, and there he goes. He finally stops the run. Alex Dukas. He's number 88. Who in the heck is number 88? Yabu cashes in another 3.
He's on fire.
Let's go, man. Here's Jalen Hood-Schifino coming around a screen. Hood-Schifino pops it up. Mid-range, no good. 6-point game. Thunder lead it. Kenrick Williams drives downhill. Kenrick goes up, reverse lay, got it. 3:09 to go here in the first. At least they're not calling a lot of fouls. Guys, can we get to 200 likes? I'm trying to wake up the neighbors, man. Grimes goes all the way, lays it up and in. Grimes with 12 here in the first half. The Thunder literally draft and sign random players and give them the worst jersey numbers. Here's Kenrick Williams, turns in the post, hooks it up. That one is short. Yabu picks it up. Here comes Gershon Yabusele up the floor. Yabu, Grimes. Grimes around the screen. He's going to drive, dump it back. It's stolen. Here come the Thunder going all the way. Jones to Joe, and Isaiah Joe with the bucket. Sixers, you guys got to get back into tank mode here, man. Here's Ricky Council. Council up top, crosses over, drives downhill, and he's fouled. Let's go, guys. 200 people in the chat. No excuse not to have 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Support us. Become a channel member. Also, check out the merch store, guys. PhillyTakeWithRB.com. Go check out the merch. Cop some Philly Take merch. Cop the Sixers Therapy t-shirt. Go check it out, man. Where's my mods in the chat, man? Where's the mods? Let's get some of these links flowing in here, bro. Also, join the Discord. Here's Quentin Grimes coming around the screen. Grimes pulls up for three. That one's off. Picked up by OKC, and here they come. 2:04 to go. Wiggins to Chet. Chet to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe for three, and he cashes it in again. The one that got away, Isaiah Joe. Here's Quentin Grimes for three, and he answers back on the other end, makes it an 8-point game. Spring says, anytime you post, I watch. Thank you, man. Chet Holmgren from three. That one's off the mark as Chet comes back in. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Ricky going to find Quentin Grimes. Grimes against Isaiah Joe. He's going to turn, spin. Grimes posting him up. Grimes turns, fades. Can't get it to fall. Thunder get the board. Chet Holmgren goes up and he's fouled. RB is really missing Joe's 9.5 points per game. All right, so I guess I'm going to have to say this for a third time. I am going to continue talking about Isaiah Joe. And you know what? It's pretty funny that the same people in the chat talking about Isaiah Joe are the same ones talking about Quentin Grimes being good in an environment where he's the best player on the team. Like, how are we going to make fun of Isaiah Joe for averaging 9.5 per game when he is what, the fifth option on the team? So come on, man. You guys are not consistent with your arguments. And then you get schooled by RB. And then you're out here watching Alex Reese and Jalen Hood-Schifino and Chuma Okeke. I don't think you guys understand. It's not like the Sixers traded Isaiah Joe. It's not like they got anything back for him. They literally cut him for nothing. He was a second-round pick. Isaiah Joe on this team right now might be averaging 30 like Quentin Grimes. It's really not that hard to see. Free throws good at 64-54. Here's Ricky Council at the top. Ricky going to drive, crossover. Ricky goes up, stuffed by Chet Holmgren. Isaiah Joe would be doing the same thing Grimes was if he was on this team right now, to be honest. Turnaround, fade away. Hood-Schifino rolls off the rim. 10-point game here in OKC. Here's a three ball. Another one goes for OKC. They're now up to 67. That was Aaron Wiggins. Here's Quentin Grimes going to dribble. Drive goes up, and he is fouled. Quentin Grimes going to the line for a pair. Let's go, guys. 200 people in here. Hit the like button. Get us up to 200 likes. All right, my next question for the chat. When the Sixers season is over in a month, do you think that we should continue doing live streams for the playoffs? Should we live stream other games? Should we drop videos about the playoffs? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Will you watch those? Dang, look at SGA with that ice on, man. SGA's out here. He's hooping on the floor. He's hooping off the floor. He got that big contract. And just to make it clear for the Thunder fans that were whining in the chat, I am picking the Thunder to win the finals, and I'm picking Shea to win MVP because he's been that good. He has been special, and I think he deserves it. Ten seconds to go here in the first half. 1 second separating game and shot clock. The dribble, the drive, Chet for three, nails it again. 70 points in the first half. Jeez, bro. Oh my gosh. Grimes at the buzzer, can't get it to go. Wow. 76ers just gave up 70 points in the first half. 70. Thunder are down a handful of players. They're down SGA, Caruso, Hartenstein, Jalen Williams. By the way, I got to talk to Jalen Williams for a moment at Summer League. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Shout out to Jalen Williams. Not the one that's playing tonight, the one that's sitting. But yeah, guys, get active in the comments, man. That's what makes this show fun. That's what makes us move forward. I know it's tough to talk about this team, but let's get active in here, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about whatever we want to talk about and have some fun. We're grinding it out. We're doing this every single game. All right, man, let's go to the chat. Drop one word in the chat right now to describe this game. One word in the chat to describe this game. One word in the chat to describe this game. If you had to give one word to describe this game, what would it be? Shout out to the members. Shout out to the mods. If you guys want to become a member, hit that join button. Honestly, we might even get to a point where we're just reading most of the members' comments, honestly, because this chat's filling up with trolls, man. Definitely going to be adding some more mods next season for sure. Got to keep it on the grind, you know? Yeah, give me one word in the chat to describe this game. If I had to give a word to describe this game, I would say aligned. Aligned is my word because this game is perfectly aligned with the Sixers' goals. This game is going exactly how the Sixers need it to, right? They're making it at least watchable, entertaining, right? It's not just a complete blowout. But the OKC Thunder came in, they sat a bunch of guys, and you thought, all right, maybe the Sixers could be a little more competitive based on what you saw the other night. And yeah, man, you know, the Sixers are coming in here and they're not playing that good. I mean, Quentin Grimes is again having a decent game. Chuma Okeke, 11 and 11 off the bench. That's a good game. But yeah, man. This game's aligned with the goals, you know, not playing too well. 9 for 26 from three. The Thunder are shooting 12 for 25. The Thunder are showing you again just how deep of a team they are. And, you know, they're resting guys tonight. They're 12 and a half games up in the standings. And they're also trying to let the Sixers win this game, even though it's not going to happen. But yeah, man, you look at the Sixers draft pick, you look at it being top 6. They need to keep losing. And they need to tie back up with the Brooklyn Nets. So this game is aligned, to be honest. Let's see. We got typical tribulations predicted. Grime, asleep, good, catastrophe, stupid, predictable, Dukas. How do you apply for a position to be a moderator? You don't apply. I just pick people, but I need it to be people that I trust that are going to throw the links in the chat, that are going to get the trolls out, the spammers. Definitely helps if you're on Discord so I can communicate with you, but yeah, I think, you know, we definitely need some diehard mods that are just going to be in here and help control the chat. So we'll definitely be adding more as we go on, but we have some right now. But you got to be here every show, man. Shazy, what's up, bro? He says, just got off of work, ready to watch the Sixers lose to the Thunder. Hey, it's a good thing. Let's see. Expected entertaining. Should the Sixers try to get Trey or Kyrie in free agency? I don't think those guys are free agents, right? I mean, if you mean trade, maybe. Maybe. But, nah, probably not going to happen. I don't think they would do that in a million years, to be honest. I do think Daryl Morey could go star hunting, but I don't want him to. I think you got to re-sign some of the guys that are showing potential right now and then rock going forward and try to move that PG contract, to be honest. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Let's see. Still don't think OKC will beat the Celtics in 7 games. Celtics have the experience and the youth size and all. Yeah, it would be a good matchup. It would. Say something dumb like the Thunder are trying to lose. I'm sure it'll get wrenched up. Wow. What another idiotic comment. You know, for a Thunder fan, I thought you would be more educated, but goes to show, you know, first off, you guys don't have any content creators, which is why you're in my platform, and that speaks volumes in itself. But, I mean, everything I've said so far has come true. So, I mean, they come here to hear how it is. They come here to hear how it is. But yeah, the Sixers are going to lose this game because they're out tanking everybody. Let's see. Got to re-sign Grimes. I mean, they definitely should. How much do I think he's worth? So it's tough to know, you know. Maybe like 12 to 14, 10. I don't know. All depends if teams are actually watching this and buying into it. But nonetheless, you know, hopefully a team doesn't spike up the price just so the Sixers have to match it. But yeah, you got to bring back Grimes. He's hooping right now. I watched someone say the Sixers are going to trade Paul George to the Suns for one of their players. Do I think it's a good idea? No. Do I think Daryl Morey could trade for Kevin Durant? Definitely, just because he loves stars. Will Ricky Council be here next year? That's a good question, Ben. Honestly, I'm starting to think no. I'm starting to think Ricky will not be here, if I'm being completely honest, just because of the way he's played and his opportunities have been limited and doesn't seem like he's a Nick Nurse guy. Sad story for Ricky. RB is the new Nostradamus. Apparently, because everything I keep saying about this team and these players and these matchups, they come true every game. So apparently, man. What happened to Who's Cooking? Hey, we don't have the brand anymore, man. But we keep adding these different segments. So OKC fans have only watched the NBA for a decade. Got to forgive them for being morons. That's a fact. That is a fact. Probably a lot of new, younger fans who have never experienced anything like this season. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, man. I mean, look, like I said, the fans come to this channel for a reason. So We've got 70 points at halftime with our third string. The culture in OKC is a winning culture.
This guy stinks!
Did this man just say OKC's a winning culture? Oh my gosh. You got to be 12 years old, man. You might be 12. I'm sorry. If you're actually 12 years old, I'm sorry for even going back and forth with you, man. Oh man, dude, you're making yourself look bad. Just stop. My man just said we have 70 points at halftime with our third string. You guys are playing former bartenders. Are you slow? Oh my gosh, man. You guys are playing against my next door neighbor's dentist and a bartender, and you're flexing 70. And a winning culture for the team that also tanks like the Sixers and didn't get penalized and put Al Horford in a jail cell until they traded him. My man's got to be 10 years old. It's all good, though. It's all good. Yeah, they've never won anything. Thank you for continuing to give me enjoyment and entertainment on this night, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, man. I'll be back momentarily. We'll get ready for the second half. We got more coming up, but appreciate you guys being here, being involved. We got lots more to talk about when we come back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome on in. Philly Take with RB, baby. Halftime show. We got you covered. Hold up. Peep the Philly take T, man. Peep the T. Let's go, man. Go cop the merch, man. Support the brand. I'm sorry for getting back and forth into it with 12-year-olds in the chat. I'm not going to read. I'm only going to read the members' comments, mostly. That way I don't get sucked into these troll comments. But, we're doing our thing, man. We're chilling. Doing our thing. This Thunder fan still yapping in the chat too. It's crazy. Rob says, I would not watch you call all the playoff games here, RB. Maybe parts of 2. Lawrence Green, what's up, man? Rollins says, OKC fan, Seattle won decades ago. We have winning culture. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, well, man. Oh, well. All right, man. Second half coming up. Sixers and Thunder. 14-point lead as we begin, and the first shot is missed by Justin Edwards, and that's how we start off quarter number 3. Not a lot of Thunder fans in attendance tonight. Isn't that interesting? And talk about all these fans. I don't even see anybody. Grimes going to foul Isaiah Joe and root to the hoop. It's going to be a shooting foul. Isaiah Joe goes to the line for 2. Watch Morey trade a first and PG for and McCain for KD. He does that, he might be out of here, man. He might be... Actually, no, not might. Like, he might actually never step foot in Philadelphia again. He pulls some garbage like that, it's over. What trades do you guys want to see this offseason? What trades do you guys want to see this offseason? What signings do you want to see? What positions should they sign? Who should they re-sign? Who should they not? Second free throw is good. 2 for 2 at the line for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jared Butler crossing over, driving, kicks it to Yabu. Yabu up to Quentin Grimes. Grimes back to Yabu. The pick and pop. The 3 ball. It is good. The trifecta. (72-59). Thunder lead it. Here's Isaiah Joe, the catch and shoot. He tried to find a cutter, but nobody was there. Here come the 76ers. Grimes crosses, spins. Grimes with the rock again. He's bumped to the ground. Another foul. Grimes clutching at that knee. Hey, Grimes, you feeling that knee a little bit? Just take a seat. Take a seat. Relax. Relax a little bit, man. Jack says the Thunder have only been around since 2008. This is the first time they're experiencing something like this. That's a fact. And that's why I'm surprised at how cocky they are in the chat. I'm surprised at how cocky they're being, man. Like, calm down. Know your role, man. Edwards puts up the midi. Gets it the fall. Bada boom, bada bing. Justin Edwards. Isaiah Joe kicks it to Jalen Williams, and he throws it. Tapped by Brissett out of bounds. PG, EG, a first and a second for KD and 2 firsts. That is crazy work, shoe game. You know damn well that's not happening. Give me realistic trades that you want to see in the chat. Who do you want the Sixers to get rid of this offseason? Isaiah Joe, step back 3. That's off the mark. Thunder get it back. Chet, the pump fake, the drive, up with the left. Missed it. Couldn't get the board. Here's Justin Edwards. Going to find Gershon Yabusele. 2 minutes into this third quarter, Grimes, the step back, the cross, what a move, blows right by the defense, goes up, missed the layup, Yabu the rebound, 7 on the shot clock, Yabu out to the corner, he pops back for 3, and that one comes up just a tad short. Thunder lead it by 11, and here they come. Aaron Wiggins with the rock, Wiggins right to left, down low, Williams cutting, Williams finds another guy, Dillon Jones, no look pass, and Chet throws it down with the lanky arms. Three ball from Grimes off on the other end. 13-point gap now. Thunder rush it up the floor. Wiggins guarded by Yabusele. He dribbles, drives, goes in, out to the corner. Isaiah Joe for 3, and it's money. Yep, I miss Isaiah Joe, man. I'll keep saying it. I'll keep saying it. Here's Yabusele going to find Jared Butler. Jared Butler tries to answer. That one's off the back iron. 16-point gap, and it's extending. Isaiah Joe down the floor, bumps off of a hand into Chet Holmgren, and Chet is fouled by Brissett. What is going on with O'Shea Brissett? He was cooking the last couple games. He's nowhere to be found tonight. What's up, O'Shea? What's up, O'Shea? What's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Guys, have you followed our Philly Tig with RB Instagram page? Have you guys followed our Instagram page yet? We post so much content over there, man. You got to check it out. Got to check it out. And that one's going to be off 78-61 now. Grimes has the rock. He's going to drive, kick it back to Yabu. Crosses over, dumps it through the hands of Brissett. And it's going to be turned over back to OKC. Dillon Jones has the rock. First round pick for OKC. He turns it over. Here come the Sixers running it down the floor. Edwards hesitates and then throws it away. Dude, all these young players just got their momentum killed once they stopped playing for a period of time. And Aaron Wiggins fouled and one on the other end. Yabu slapped him on the wrist. Even Yabusele doesn't look that good. And I don't want to blame it on Yabu. Maybe that'll help his contract value, at least from the Sixers perspective, but dude, Yabu does not look the same, man. He doesn't look the same, man. All right, man. My question for the people in the chat. Where are you guys tuning in from tonight? Where are you guys tuning in from tonight? Let me know where you're tapping in from. Appreciate you guys being here. Oh, and another thing I was right about, Jimmy Butler, which is going to be in my video tomorrow. Like I said, guys, turn on the notifications. Make sure you hit the noties. That way you don't miss the videos. Jimmy Butler, now the fastest player in Warriors history to 100 rebounds and 100 assists. Warriors are looking amazing with Jimmy Butler. And I tried to tell you guys for years that Jimmy Butler was also the one that got away. They should have kept Jimmy. I was right about that. And Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid would have won a championship together. So, just saying. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, guys, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell. Don't miss any of the content. You guys are on the page. You see that? Boom. Hit that bell where it says subscribe. Hit that noti bell, man. Don't miss the videos. We're 18 likes away from 200. Get us to 200 likes. We got South Jersey in the house, Montgomery County, Sacramento, Columbia, Connecticut, Westbrook Lobster, Bear, Delaware, Langhorne, PA, Upper Darby, PA, Dresher, PA, Scotland in the building. Working the night shift in England. Let's go, man. We got Atlanta in the house. We got a lot of different people in the building tonight, man. Philly take is nationwide. Thank you guys for being here. I wish we were watching a team that was getting ready to go to the playoffs, but unfortunately, just a bad season. All right, another question. Who do you guys think is going to win the MVP this season? They're showing MVP candidates right here. Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, and Tatum. Who do you think should win MVP and why? We got Houston, Texas in the house. What's up? Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the mod squad dropping the links. Here's Quentin Grimes up top. Grimes going to turn, spin, find Yabu. Yabu back to Grimes. Grimes. Here's Brissett. Another miss. This guy is empty tonight. This guy is empty tonight. Here's the turn, the spin, floats it up. That one's off the rim. Jalen Williams gets it back and puts it in. The reason it's important to hit notifications is because the algorithm keeps on changing, and if you aren't notified, then you might not end up seeing the content if you're not watching the channel. Edwards missed it. Brissett tried to get the board. He collided with Chet Holmgren. Here's Isaiah Joe dribbling, driving downhill, lays it up and left it short. Sixers get it back. They're down 22 points. Here's a three ball from Jared Butler, and that's off the mark. Here's Aaron Wiggins for three. That's short. Chet tried to track it down. He hit it out of bounds. SGA first in points per game, 33 a game. Second in field goals made. Third in steals. Third in points off turnovers a game. And sixth in points in the paint per game. Yeah, I think Shea's going to win it. He's playing really well. I think he's going to win MVP. So we have a challenge here on the floor. It's going to be challenged by OKC that it did not go off Chet. Just in case you guys are new to the program, once the season wraps up, a little bit earlier this year, but once it wraps up, we'll start doing our off-season coverage. We'll have, we'll have a lot to talk about, where the Sixers go, what the next step is. Then usually we progress into draft coverage, so we'll do some draft shows. We'll talk about different prospects, might get some guests on the show. And then after the draft, we do our week of free agency. It's one of my favorite live streams of the season, the free agency primer, where we just go over everything. And then we have our live reaction free agency show, which is probably like a top 2 favorite stream of the year. Last year, we streamed for 5 hours or 3 hours, and then we paused. And then it was named in a rumor that Paul George was going to sign with the Sixers most likely. So then I streamed for 8 hours in a row, and we were up until 4 in the morning. Then as soon as we got off the live stream, he signed with the Sixers. Then I made a video, and then I went to sleep. But anyway, we'll do a whole week of free agency stuff. We'll do a free agency reaction show. And then after that, if I end up going to NBA Summer League again, we'll do Summer League content, and then we'll take it from there. But I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about with the Sixers this offseason. Where do they go? Who do they trade? How do they move forward? Does Daryl Morey keep his job? Does Nick Nurse keep his job? Will the Sixers get a top 6 draft pick? I know it's hard for us to really, get excited about these games right now, but we have a lot of good stuff in the pipeline, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, man. Looks like everybody's saying SGA for MVP. I agree. I agree. Sixers need that top 6 pick, though, man. They can't afford to lose it. Thunder going to turn it over after they win the challenge, so it goes for naught. Does not matter. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here is Jalen Hood-Schifino back in the game. Yabu going to find Okiki. Here's Quentin Grimes down to Okiki. Yabusele at the top for 3. It's short. Sixers get it back. Yabu drives, kicks. Edwards spots up and hits. What do you guys think about Justin Edwards? Do you think he can be a part of this team going forward? Jalen Williams hangs one on the rim. Here come the Sixers pushing it up all the way. Grimes the layup. He missed it, and Edwards missed it. Offensive interference as well. He tapped it when it was above the cylinder, and it's going back to OKC. Come on, Grimes. You got to make that. Next season all depends on the 2 elephants in the room, Embiid and PG taking up $105 million of cap space. Yep. Ball goes off of Quentin Grimes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Thunder. 6:13 to go here in the third. Do you guys think the Sixers are going to be able to trade Paul George? Yes or no? Be realistic, though. Do you think they're actually going to do it? Isaiah Joe, foul. Do you think Daryl Morey even wants to trade Paul George? Maybe we're just getting ahead of it, and he's like, yeah, we're going to try to run it back and sell the fans false hope. What do you guys think? What do you think? What if Daryl Morey's like, yeah, nah, we're just going to run it back and everything will be fine? I mean, he held Tobias Harris for 5 years. Here's Chet going to drive, spin, kick, Isaiah Joe into the lane. Jalen Williams goes up, and he's fouled by Hood-Schifino. So Jalen with an eye going to the free throw line. How the heck do you draft 2 guys with the same name? That's insane. And they're both really good, but the one Jalen Williams is way better. The one I met at Summer League. He's only 23 years old. J-Dub. He was a first-round pick back in 2022. So he's 23. He's been in the league for 3 years. He's going to have to get paid soon. Like I said, they have a lot of contract stuff to figure out. They might need to call up Howie Roseman for some advice. But, yeah, the other Jalen Williams, he was in the same draft. So the J-Dub Jalen Williams with an E, he was drafted 12th. And then in the second round, they drafted the other Jalen Williams 34th. So how the heck do you draft 2 guys with the same name in the same draft? That's like some sicko, psychotic stuff right there. Thunder take it away again. Jalen gets it plucked away. Here come the Sixers. Jalen Hood-Schifino floats it up. Edwards lays it in. We're going to have to attach assets and trade PG. Most likely we will. Let me ask you guys this. And by the way, we need 12 more likes. Get us to 200, man. We're almost there. Appreciate you guys. If you could get off the Paul George contract, but you had to give up a top 6 draft pick to get off of it, would you do it? Yes or no? Would you give up the top 6 draft pick to get off the PG contract? Isaiah Joe again. Cha-ching! You guys still whining about Isaiah Joe in the chat? Or am I right again? I keep telling y'all about Isaiah Joe. What's that? 18? 18 points. You know why Isaiah Joe has 18 points? Hold on. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. I'm going to let you guys think about it for a second. Why does he have 18? Because tonight, he's actually one of the primary featured options in the offense. It's like rocket science, right? It's like, oh, when you're actually a main feature in the offense, you play better. Which is why I just said last quarter that if Isaiah Joe was on the Sixers right now in the current circumstance, he'd be averaging 30 a game. Because Isaiah Joe is usually the fifth option on the team, not even. So for the people that were whining in the chat earlier about me talking about Isaiah Joe, the guy can cook when given the opportunity. Simple as that. A lot of people say no. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Does PG have anything left? I mean, it's hard to say. I don't know. Maybe best case scenario. I mean, you brought him here to be a third option, right? You overpaid him to be a third option, but you brought him here to be the third guy with Joel and Tyrese. Kenrick Williams goes in for a 3. Or for a 2. By the way, Grimes cannot hit free throws. He missed some on the other end. It's just hard for me to think PG is going to have anything left at 35, 3 years left on a contract. It's hard for me to see that. It's hard for me to see that. Maybe as a third option with Joel and Tyrese, maybe. But that's best case scenario. I'm talking like 20 points a game, maybe. Quentin Grimes going to drive, spin, 1 bounce. Here's Hood Schifino, Alex Reese, a 3. And that is off the mark. Sixers down by 23. Kenrick Williams kicks it up top. Here's Jalen Williams, dumps it Isaiah Joe again. Isaiah Joe drives, spins, kicks. Jones, a 3, off the mark. Alex Reese gets the rebound, and here come the Sixers. Quentin Grimes. Grimes up top. He's going to kick it over to Ricky. Ricky dribbling, spinning, kicks it. Reese, a 3. It's off. Thunder the board. Here's Dylan Jones going to drive in, kick it back. Jalen Williams, a 3, hits it again. Sixers are outmatched, even by the Thunder and some of their backups. 21-6 run for OKC. Here's Quentin Grimes, steps over, floats it up. That's off the mark. Thunder get it back. 93-67. Isaiah Joe again. That one's off the mark. Can we just hit like can we hit a Madden or a 2K like 21 points? Can we hit the 21 point rule? Because if so, the game would be over. And another and one on the other end. Oh, no, they didn't call a foul. Wow. Dylan Jones, what a finish. Dude, the Thunder have so many 24-year-olds that just don't stop moving. Hood Schifino fouled on the other end. Dude, the Thunder are so good, man. They have so much depth. It is insane. I mean, look at the guys on the floor right now. Just cooking. Absolutely cooking. First free throw is missed by Hood Schifino. Do we have cap for Quentin Grimes? Yeah, we do, because he's a restricted free agent and the Sixers can match any offer that he gets. So, yes, they are able to bring back Quentin Grimes. Just has to see what the numbers are going to be. Second free throw good. It's 95-68. So the Sixers are not playing the way they did the other night. That's for sure. They're down 27 here. Chet going to find... Dude, what a sequence that was. They couldn't finish it, but so I got frozen watching that. That was beautiful ball movement, but yeah. Thunder miss it, goes out of bounds. Hood Schifino behind the back. Alex Reese pops up a 3, and he hits 24-point lead now. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Sixers steal it away again. And Ricky, oh, nice through the legs. Ricky to the left hand, drives, kicks, 3-ball. Chuma Okeke, got it. Chuma Okeke,
He's on fire!
Woo. What would you do if we got the number 1 pick? I mean, that's easy. You got to get Cooper Flagg. Easy. Kenrick Williams for 3. He answers. Dude, Kenrick Williams is nice. He used to not be that good. Everybody's cooking. Everybody's cooking. Council of 3. Here come the Thunder off another miss. Here's Adam Flagler back in the game. Kicks it out. Here's a 3-ball from Wiggins. It goes again. Dude, the Thunder is so good. They're so good. But Schifino going to drive in, kick it out. 3-ball. Edwards, that one short. Sixers get it back. Okeke. Council. Hood Schifino blocked from behind. Oh my gosh, yo. Chet missed it, goes up, got it again. Yo, this is why the Thunder have the best point differential in the league. This is insane. Bro, the Thunder just have so many 24-year-olds on their team. This is wild. How old is the oldest player on the Thunder? Is it Caruso? Is Caruso the oldest guy on the team? Holy crap. Dude, these guys are young, quick, athletic, and deep. They just don't stop running. Council for 3. That's off the mark. Yeah, Caruso's the oldest guy. He's 31. Kenrick Williams is 30, and the rest are 26 and under. Wow. Hartenstein was a good pickup for them, too. 3-ball OKC off the mark. We got 200 likes. Drop the yes, sirs, in the chat. Wake them up. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Oh, I know they're mad right now. I know they're mad right now. Drop the yes, sirs in the chat. Exactly, and they have all those draft picks, too. Thunder have like 17 picks in the next 5 drafts. Unbelievable. And they got all these guys. They don't need any more. They don't need them. They don't need them, man. Tell you what you need to do, though. You need to go check out National University, man. Let me tell you about our partner of the show once again, all season long. Check out National University. They are a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. If you're someone trying to go back to school, but you have a job, you have kids to take care of, you have other priorities, NU is the one for you. They offer 4 and 8 week quick online courses that allow you to start soon, finish quick, work and manage your work on your own pace. They offer 150-degree programs, and they understand that you have all these responsibilities going on. They try to assign you, a support guide. They give you all the support you need to balance your life. And they're a veteran-founded university. Shout out to the troops. They awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. So there you go. Bada bing. Financial aid, scholarships. Check out National University, man. Click their link down in the description or the live chat. Check out their curriculums, their program offerings. Go to their site and get some more info today. They'll even reach out to you personally and try to get some info and give you more details as well. So check them out, National University, where you can juggle school with everything else life has to offer. Appreciate them being a partner of the show all season long. Shout out to National, man. I know them pretty well, man. Shout out to them. Drop the yes sirs in the chat. We got 200 likes. Let's make it 300. I don't see that many yes sirs in the chat. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Drop them yes sirs. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it is brutal watching these games. If I was in your spot, would I be watching all these games? Maybe not. But the fact you guys are here, we still got hundreds of people in the chat tapping in with us, means a lot. So very much appreciated. Like I said, Philly take doesn't stop, man. We don't stop ever, ever. 3 ball from Wiggins, drills it again. Sixers down by 32. I also have an Eagles channel in case you guys like football content. Check out my Eagles coverage. Here is Jalen Hood-Schifino coming around the screen. He's going to drive, one bounce to the corner. Ricky for 3. It's off the mark. Jalen Williams up top finds Kenrick Williams out to the corner. Flagler for 3. That's short. Tell you what, man, I've been living a lot better since I let this team... Sure, since I stopped letting this team stress me out early in the season, man. This team's not even worth getting invested in for the rest of the season. I'm just here doing my thing. I'm hoping we get this top 6 pick, man, so we have some things to talk about. Sixers miss another one, saved by OKC. Like I've been saying for weeks, the playoffs are going to be interesting to see if these young teams can battle with the older veteran-like teams. And if this is the year where they can take over and win the championship, as the other Jalen Williams hits another 3, it is now a 35-point game. I mean, this is down bad, man. Hood-Schifino lays it up and in. 109-76. Sixers are getting cooked right now. Isaiah Joe going to swing it over to Wiggins again. Oh my gosh, bro. They don't miss. They don't miss. They do not miss. Reese for 3. Hits it back. 112-79. I was wrong about my 15-point prediction. This game's going to be like a 30-point blowout. 3 ball miss by the Thunder. They get it back, and a one-handed slam from Wiggins. Wow. It's almost like, why am I even like how do I get you guys excited about this, man? I know you guys are watching this for me, and I really appreciate that. But I'm like, how do I get you guys excited, man? How are we supposed to watch this team and smile, man? I mean, obviously the tank is working, right? That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. But dang, bro. At least last game you guys kept it fun. Last game was fun, at least. This game, I'm like, bro. What in the heck? Nobody tanks like the 76ers, all right? OKC, I tried to tell you guys. Man. Don't come into our house. Just kidding, we're in OKC. But don't come into this house and act like you're going to win the tank battle. Nobody tanks like the Sixers. We laid out the formula, like we laid out the blueprint. We laid out the business plan so you guys could execute it. Sixers laid out the guidelines. OKC carried it out. Don't get it twisted. We are the original tankers. I'm still taking the Cavs over the Thunder in the final. Celtics aren't hungry enough. Interesting. If I had to rank those three in order right now, that's a tough one, man. That's really tough. I do like the Celtics having the experience, but I just feel like the Thunder are going to win it. I'd probably go Thunder, Celtics, Cavs right now, but it's close. But I will say this again, not that it should mean much coming from a Sixers fan, but the NBA does have an issue with this, like, with their product, because the last, 3 years in the playoffs, they haven't been that entertaining because teams keep getting injured up the wazoo. Teams are injured out the wazoo. I mean, we go to the playoffs and 10 superstars are injured. Another 3 from OKC. So it's just like, I feel like we have to get back to getting these teams healthier to the playoffs. Whatever that is, or whatever case that is. Butler for 3. Cashes it in. But yeah, man, honestly, the tankathon race has been spicy. The playoffs, we already know who's in. We already pretty much know most of the Eastern Conference of where they're going to land. And then, the West has a couple teams tied for 2, 3, 4, but Thunder are 13 games up. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just ranting out here, but I already know who's going to make the finals. It's not that interesting. I have 5 to 6 teams that I think are going to make the finals, out of those teams. Any play-in teams, not even a chance. Even the 6 to 8 seeds, not a chance. Thunder moving the ball like crazy. Isaiah Joe again. There he is again. You guys still whining in the chat about Isaiah Joe as he cashes in another 3. What's that, 21? 21 on the night? Isaiah Joe does it again. Thunder lead it by 38 points. Reese back to Butler. Brissett for 3. That's off the mark. RB, can you post your bracket on YouTube? I might post it on YouTube. If I don't, I will post it on Twitter. Banj, follow me on Twitter. If I don't post it on YouTube, I'll post it on Twitter tomorrow. Riaz says, what up, RB? What's up, Riaz? Thanks for being here, bro. Robert says, why are these guys injured when the game is less physical than previous eras? I mean, I have a couple theories. Number 1, I think it's the food and what these guys put into their bodies. Number 2, even though they're not as physical, they're more physically gifted. So they're more athletic. They jump higher. They jump farther. They have different movements. Now, again, I'm not excusing that because nowadays a guy turns the wrong way and he tears an ACL, which is something that would have never happened 30 years ago. But I think it's the food. I think it's the nutrition, training, and maybe it's just evolution. Maybe it's just the way guys are programmed now, and their bodies can't handle it. I don't know, but something weird is going on because the last 4 years, there have been way too many injuries. Go to the playoffs. I can't name them off the top of my head, but last year, who was injured in the playoffs, right? Even Luka was dealing with an injury. He got through it. I'd have to see all the teams that made the playoffs, but I'm pretty sure every team had a star dealing with something major, right? Joel Embiid with the knee, Giannis with the knee. The Knicks had their whole team depleted. Pacers were Halliburton was playing through an injury. Jimmy was out. There was just so many teams. Donovan Mitchell sat out a game or 2 in the second round. Jared Allen was out. Anyway, that's just the East. Then the West was the same kind of deal. So, yeah, I think the product has been rough because, again, people want to see teams healthy. And you look at a team like the Thunder, they're fast, they're young. The whole team is 24 years old. And like I've been saying for a couple weeks, and I just said this, but this year's really, I think, the year where the young teams eclipse the older vet teams, right? Like usually the storyline was, hey, you know, these older teams have more experience. They know what it's like to be in the moment. The younger teams don't. But I think we've so far crossed the line where the older teams just can't stay healthy enough. And I think the younger, quicker teams like the Thunder, I mean, I guess you could kind of count the Celtics in there. Most of their guys are pretty young. The Cavs, like those teams, I think are going to make it deeper in the playoffs this year. And I think that it's going to kind of change how we look at things a little bit. Do you guys agree or disagree? Am I just yapping right now, or do you guys understand what I'm saying? What do you guys think? Rockets, Grizzlies, those are other young teams this year that could make it. We'll see. Dom dropping the tank emojis. Drop the tank emojis in the chat. Bravo says you deserve 1 million likes for still sitting here going through the torture of watching the 76ers. I agree. I do think I deserve 1 million likes for continuing to stream all these games. By the way, Jalen Williams just got a triple-double. Holy smokes. Wow. Brandon Carlson fouled under the rim. Sixers can't even sub in other players. They have nobody left. Wow. 26 for Aaron Wiggins, 21 for Isaiah Joe, 19 for Chet, 19, 16, and 10 for Jalen Williams, the stunt double Jalen Williams. Do you guys agree with me about the young guys or no? And the young teams taking over this year? By the way, this Jalen Williams, he's only averaging 5 points a game, and he's got 19, 16, and 10. He averages 5, 5, and 2 on the season. That's insane. 6:10 to go here in this ball game, 121-82. I can't believe I have to do a post-game show after this. It's going to be one of the shorter ones, but hey, at least the Sixers are back in the tankathon race. Maybe we'll spin the tank wheel again. Here's Adam Flagler. Flagler drives in, lays it up and through. Sixers will take on the Spurs on Friday night and then the Atlanta Hawks again on Sunday. Jared Butler going to drive, float it up and in. Gets the bounce. It is a 39-point game. .520 to go. Here's Alex Dukas back in the game. Dylan Jones a three. It's short. Butler can't even hold on to the rebound. So tonight we got a better look at who these Sixers actually are. Quentin Grimes, corner three, hits it again. How many does Grimes have now? He's got 21. 224 people in the chat. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm very happy to have built this community here. Jalen Williams again. This time it's short. 4:50 to go in this game. Edwards a three, and that's money. Tell you what, Sixer Nation, we have to be worried about Friday night too because De'Aaron Fox is out for the rest of the season with an injury. Wemby's out for the rest of the season with an injury. There's another two guys that are down with injury. Flagler puts it up. Dylan Jones for three. He cashes it in. I still think the Thunder should have used one of their draft picks to make like a veteran trade at the deadline. They should have got like one more vet player to just have off the bench, but I mean, their team's so freaking good as we can see anyway. 34-point game. Grimes steals it away again. Grimes getting these garbage time minutes. Grimes with a dunk down the other end. He's got 25 now, just like that. Grimes going to steal it away again. Picks it up the floor. Dukas gets back, and then he pokes it away from Grimes. Dylan Jones going to swing it over to Dukas. Here's a three ball. Flagler off the mark. Sixers get it back. 3:20 to go in this game. Grimes going to pull up another 3, and it's money. He's up to 28. Grimes up to 28. Wow. Even though it's garbage time, Grimes is cooking. Another steal by the Sixers, and here they come. Edwards up the floor. Jared Butler, a 3. Airballed. Grimes is cooking, man. Averaging 21 a game with the Sixers. Better numbers than Paul George. And another miss, but a foul by Jared Butler. Quentin Grimes could get his 6th 30-point game with the Sixers right now if he gets this. So we'll see if Quentin Grimes can get a 30 bomb here. If he does, he'll have recorded 30 points or more in 1/3 of the games that he's played with the 76ers. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is Okeke the missing piece with his 15 rebounds? Stop it, Vincent. He had a good game tonight. I want to thank everybody for liking the show, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell. Like the show if you have not yet. I'm RB. I do this every single game. Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University. And we keep it real 100% of the time. We do a bunch of coverage, so appreciate everybody being here, man. I'm going to start setting up the post-game show here because this one is over. Yeah, who actually sticks around for all 3 segments of the show? Pre-game, live game, post-game. Who's a diehard watcher? I hope Wemby comes back better than ever. Yeah, he had a scary issue, man, with a blood clot, right? I mean, that's scary stuff, man. That's scary stuff. I expect more out of Ricky Council. Yeah, he's not looking too hot, man. 1 for 11 tonight? 0 for 8. 0 for 8, Ricky Council from 3. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Chuma Okeke, career high in rebounds. Okeke, formerly of the Orlando Magic. Jerry, man, what's going on, bro? Ricky again from 3. Oh, he missed another one. He can't stop missing. He can't stop missing. .221 to go. Nick Nurse, you better not call any timeouts. Edwards going to lay one in. Come on, Grimes. Get this 30-piece McNugget. Is he still in? Oh, they took him out? They took out my boy Q-Dot. He didn't get the 30. He didn't get the 30, man. Damn. Tell you what, guys, this tankathon race is getting spicy. So the Sixers are going to once again fall, and they will be tied with the Brooklyn Nets for the fifth best odds in the tankathon. I'm going to get this post-game show set up, man, because boy, we're going to hop into it pretty quick. I don't have much to say about this game, bro. Yo, mods, drop the link to my video yesterday, too. I definitely want you guys to check that out. I thought it was a really good good conversation about Daryl Morey. Dude, the Thunder are still trying, bro. Like, relax. The game's over. They're still stealing it away. I'm not even calling it, man. I'm like, come on. Come on. Nick Nurse just has that blank look. He's got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Grimes over 25 been paying my Wi-Fi. Oh, man. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the show, ring the bell. This one's brought to you by National University. Shout out to our partners. Support our sponsors. By doing that, you support us. Become a channel member. Check out the merch store. That was an epic tank job, man. Guys, we are going to go over to the post-game show. We got 180 people still in here for some odd reason rocking with me. But, yo, we'll talk about it over on the post-game show, and we'll wrap this boy up. So stay here. Stay locked and loaded. The Sixers are now tied again with the Brooklyn Nets. So I think that this was a good outcome. It was hard to watch, but we're going to look at the updated odds and a whole bunch more. So stay locked and loaded. We'll be back in just a few moments. right, man. What did I tell you guys? It was going to be quick. It was going to be quick. We are back because the 76ers were in full tank mode tonight. They get absolutely eviscerated by the Oklahoma City Thunder. By the Oklahoma City Thunder backups primarily. And the Sixers out-tank the Thunder. What do I mean? What am I talking about? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about why the Sixers need to also take notes tonight from the OKC Thunder. And we're going to look at the updated tank odds because there's not much else to go over in this game. Welcome in to Sixers Postgame Live. I'm RB. I do this every single day of my life. I don't know why I'm still here talking about this team, but I can't stop. It's an addiction. I love it. I get, to cherish this community, and I get to soak in with everybody here as we continue to march here down to the end of the season. We are now, 23-46, which means that there are 13 games remaining in the season. So 13 more until we find out the destiny and the fate of this team. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it can't get more ugly than this. Where do I want to start in this game? Oh yeah, by the way, tap in every game live with us during the game, before the game, after the game. Like the show if you're in here right now, welcome in. And if you're listening back on a podcast platform, do us a favor one time. Go ahead and leave us a rating. Leave us a subscribe, comment, help us share the brand. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take. All those ways help us support, our brand and just continue to grow. So, in terms of this game tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder come into this game, and they were 56-12. They're now 57-12, which is just absurd. They are 13 games up on the second team in the Western Conference, and they are playing out of their mind all season. I would say they have a lot of expectation. They have a lot of pressure, even though the average age of their team is 24 years old. They're the youngest team in the league, 24 years old. And I think this season is going to tell us a lot. It's going to give us a lot of definition about whether or not these young teams can really survive in the playoffs. I think the Thunder are the primary example of that. If the Thunder keep dominating like this and they go to the playoffs and they dominate everybody and they win the championship, then I think teams and GMs are going to have to start thinking how the Thunder think. But that takes me back to what I wanted to talk about. Because the OKC Thunder did what the 76ers did. They tanked. They didn't do it openly. They didn't say, hey, we're tanking, but they tanked. And they stacked up all of these young players through these draft picks they got. They still have, 17 more draft picks in the next 5 years. And they have every asset you can think of in the world. And every player is 24 or younger. We were looking at the rosters during the game. The oldest guy on the team is Alex Caruso, who they traded for in the offseason. He's 31. Kenrick Williams is 30. The rest of the team is 26 and under. And they're cycling in guys tonight. They're playing backups. And the Thunder did exactly what the Sixers did, just not openly. And they never got punished for it. They never got penalized. But the difference is that they actually drafted the right players. They had a good scouting department. And now look at the product. Everybody gets mad at the Sixers for tanking. Why don't they get mad at the Thunder? The Thunder did the same exact thing. They were losing games by 60 points a couple years ago. But with that being said, man, the Thunder did it. They never got caught. The Sixers laid out the blueprint. And the Thunder just keep on pushing through. And I would say they have a lot of expectation because they have all these young guys that are 25, 24, 26. And if they don't win this year or next year, I mean, they're going to have to start paying a lot of these guys. So decisions will be made. They'll get there. But I think if they can capitalize and win this year, it speaks out a lot, in terms of the strategy, the philosophy, and what other teams should try to do. That takes me to my other bullet point about this game. All right. Actually, you know what? Before I get to that, the Thunder came into this game and they rested SGA. Lou Dort was rested. He was also kind of somewhat dealing with an injury. Jalen Williams, the main Jalen Williams, because they have two Jalen Williams that they drafted in the same draft who are both good, but the main Jalen Williams with an E in his name was the 12th overall pick. And then you have the other Jalen Williams who was drafted 34th overall. He has an I in his name. That guy was averaging 5, 2, and 2 on the season. And tonight he dropped 19, 17, and 11. That's how bad the Sixers are. The Sixers are letting these types of games up to guys like Jalen Williams. No offense to him, but is he that good? I mean, damn. So anyway, the Thunder come in. They sit SGA, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, Kason Wallace, and a couple others, and they still absolutely shred the Sixers to pieces. Now, what does that mean? Well, first off, there was rumors going around that they were trying to rest their guys and do all that in order to have the Sixers win this game so that it could help the draft pick odds, right? Because the Sixers pick is top 6 protected, and it actually belongs to the Thunder as of right now. So people were thinking that the Sixers were going to try to win this game, or the Thunder were going to let them try to win this game so that it hurts the draft odds. But thankfully, the only bright spot of tonight, the silver lining, is that the Sixers are just so absolutely pitiful that even they know how to out-tank anybody. So Thunder, know your role, know your place. You might have tanked a little bit after the Sixers, but you can't tank as good as the Sixers. You're not tankers like the Sixers. Now, with that being said, the 76ers need to look at the OKC Thunder, and they need to take notes. They need to take notes because the Thunder tonight were playing a lot of second stringers. They were playing third stringers. And what are the OKC Thunder? When you look at the roster, and don't give me this crap, numbers only, analytics. I mean, we just heard, I talked about it in my video yesterday, right? A former Sixer criticizing Daryl Morey because of using AI and using the analytics too much. Use your damn eyes. What do the Thunder do? They're quick, they're athletic, they're fast, they have great chemistry, and they're deep as a squad. That's all you need, man. They had second and third stringers coming in today that were absolutely blowing the Sixers off their defensive coverages, off the fast break. I mean, they were unstoppable. They were just moving up and down the floor. You had guys coming in who nobody even knows, but the Thunder just pick up random undrafted 23-year-olds at this point, and they start hitting shots like Alex Dukas and Adam Flagler and Brandon Carlson. I mean, they just keep cycling in these guys. Now, again, maybe it'll bite them in the playoffs. Maybe they need a couple more vets, but that's why they went out and they traded for Caruso, and they got Isaiah Hartenstein. So they sat all these guys, and, again, they were trying to let the Sixers win this game. The Sixers out-tanked them because the Sixers came back to earth tonight, right? That game the other night in Houston was just insane. The way that these guys were playing, I've been saying it for days now. You bring in guys who are hungry, who have their NBA careers on the line, they're going to play 120%. But the unfortunate part about tonight was they just couldn't hit shots. O'Shea Brissett has been really good in his first couple games, and he went 0 for 4 tonight. Jared Butler, 3 for 13. Justin Edwards went 7 for 14, but only had 19 points. Yabusele, I feel bad for Yabu at this point. I feel like his contract value is probably plummeting, but it's probably a good thing for the Sixers if they want to try to keep both Yabu and Grimes. I also think Yabu's probably dealing with something because, again, early in the season, he was just fantastic, and I don't know what happened. Now, Grimes, again, I mean, Grimes had a decent game, 28 points, but in real time, he probably had about 19 or 21 of those. So, again, the Thunder are just deep as a squad, and it's going to be hard to stop them regardless. But the Sixers just didn't have much of production at all. They played lazy defense. They gave up 70 points in the first half. Ricky Council is a guy for the Sixers who we've been high on for a couple years. Ricky is going down the drain. And somebody asked me earlier in the stream about Ricky's future. I think Ricky's done with the Sixers. I don't remember how many years he has left. I think it's 1 or 2. But there's just no way Ricky's going to be on this team next year. And this is a guy, again, early in the season. I feel like a lot of players on this team have had this phase this year where they have like a 6 to 8 game stretch where they look really good and they're really promising. And then Nick Nurse benches them. Or Nick Nurse, puts them in the doghouse, or he gets injured, whatever. And then they just turn into unplayable. Ricky Council was 0 for 8 from 3 tonight. He was shot chucking. He saw nothing. He had tunnel vision. Ricky Council is striking me as a guy right now who's like, I don't care about this team. Look, if the ball comes my way, I'm just going to shoot it and see what happens. Literally, that's what I'm seeing from Ricky. It looks like he just doesn't give a crap. 1 for 11 for Ricky Council. Jalen Hood-Schifino came back to earth, 2 for 9 tonight. I do think there's something there that you can unlock with JHS. Alex Reese, former bartender. What do you want me to say about him? And Chuma Okeke had a really good game tonight. 14 points and 15 boards off the bench. But then again, man, you look at the Sixers. They got out-rebounded by 14 again. They're playing without a center, right? Bone is down. Drummond, Embiid. Yabu's not even a center. They're playing without a center, right? So Chuma Okeke racked up some boards. He had a nice game, hit a couple nice threes. But nobody else is rebounding the ball anyway. So who cares? And I think that's really where we're at with this season. Like, honestly, who cares? The silver lining about tonight is that you get back tied with the Nets. All right. And that's going to be our thing here, right? Sixers are now tied with the Brooklyn Nets on tankathon.com. And they now go back into the 5th best odds. So, ladies and gentlemen, spin the wheel in the chat right now. We're going to spin the wheel. While you guys spin the wheel, I'm going to give a shout out to Nick Marchetti. Nick, what's up, man? $2 super chat. Thank you. He says, I think the Thunder take down the Celtics. They definitely can. And I heard some things about the Thunder and that they're not approaching this mentality-wise as like a must-win year, but they know deep down that they need to win. Because in a year or two, they're going to have to start paying all these young guys. And I'm telling you, the Thunder really remind me of the Philadelphia Eagles of the NBA right now. Because the Oklahoma City Thunder are just capitalizing by investing into young guys. They have 1 million draft picks upcoming. And even when they do have to pay some of these guys, what they're going to do is just cycle in more young guys. And, again, it's annoying with how they got there. But, that's what they're going to do. But I still think they need to try to win this year. There's been a lot of injuries in the NBA. There's been a lot of teams that are not at full health. I think the NBA has an issue on their hands. That's a separate issue. But there's never been a better opportunity for the Thunder to go win it than this year. They're very young. I think they could change the landscape of how this, strategy of building is viewed. And I think they're going to do it. I really do. Based on what I saw tonight, they have the best point differential in NBA history. SGA is looking like the MVP right now. Chet is so good. They fill every void. They needed that like perimeter, just nasty type of guard. That's what they really lacked last year. They needed a dog. So what do? They go out and they trade for Alex Caruso. They barely gave up anything to get him. They're like, yeah, I'm Sam Presti. I'm going to go take advantage of another dysfunctional organization in Chicago. I'm not even going to give up a first, but give me Alex Caruso. Then he goes and signs Isaiah Hartenstein for the rebounding. That's another thing they needed help on. So they really stepped back. They evaluated their deficiencies, and they brought in a mix of young players and the perfect fits. Why can't the Sixers do that? Honestly, this is what I'm saying. Take notes. Take notes about what you saw tonight. That team's second and third stringers ran you off of the gymnasium floor. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. So yeah. And they have like 17 draft picks in the next 5 years. So who cares, man? Thunder, they're going to be a really good team for a while. All right, man. And by the way, as we were keeping our eyes on tonight, the Washington Wizards are playing the Jazz right now. I called the Washington Wizards a dumb franchise at the beginning on the pregame show because the Wizards have won 5 out of their last 10 games. The Jazz have lost 10 in a row. And the Wizards and the Jazz, I mean, they're now, fighting for that top tankathon spot. And the Wizards obviously need some help. So I don't know why they're out here trying to win games, but just telling you that as we await the result of that game and we're looking at the tankathon meter here. But let's go ahead and spin this thing. There you go. Every time we do it on the pregame show and we lose, the Sixers end up losing. And then we get to the postgame and the Sixers odds go up, and look at that. Another top 6 finish. So, ladies and gentlemen, I said it all night long. I'll say it again. The Sixers absolutely need to get this top 6 pick. Like, they need it like you need water. They need a top 6 pick like you need to drink water. That's how crazy it is right now. And if you're looking at this product, what we're seeing, who knows what's going to happen with Joel Embiid? Who knows what's going to happen with Paul George? Tyrese Maxey should be shut down soon, and who knows how he plays out. Who knows how Jared McCain looks when he comes back next year. The Sixers need another weapon. They have to start in the draft. They need the top 6 pick. And that's where we're at. And tonight was another step towards that. 13 games to go. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. The tanking race is starting to look spicier than the damn playoff race. The NBA playoff race is already set. If we go and look at the standings, I mean, other than the Western 2 to 5 bunch, we already know where everybody's at, man. Look at this. The NBA, I mean, this is not like, oh, down to the last game of the season. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how the standings rattle and who gets in and this and that. This is boring. And look at the West. I mean, come on. Come on. You think any of these teams have a real shot other than the top couple teams? The tanking race is where it's at, man. The tanking race is where it's at. So I'm ready to lock in. It's going to be exciting down the stretch. This is going to be exciting down the stretch. Sixers are now tied for the 5th best odds again. Where are they at? They're 4 wins and 5 losses behind the Pelicans. So they're 4.5 games behind. Yeah, it's going to be hard to catch New Orleans, especially with New Orleans. I mean, Zion's playing pretty well, but Pelicans aren't going anywhere. So it's going to be hard to catch them. But right now, as I've said the entire season, and as you can see right here, as of right now, the Sixers have the tiebreaker with Brooklyn. But we look at the pick odds. Look how much their percentage chance goes up with the number 5 pick. I mean, they get a 24% chance higher opportunity to get a top 6 pick and to get in the lottery. I mean, dude, they need it. If they go from number 6 to number 5, they get a 2.2% chance at number 5 and a 20.1% chance at number 6. So honestly, they need that. They need it bad, and that's what they have to do. That's my thoughts on that. Now, again, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Knowing the Sixers and how cursed they are, it may not happen. But I'm looking up and down this roster. I'm looking at who's playing right now. It's quite obvious that the Sixers are trying to do that. I actually find it funny that they're still playing Yabusele. They have to play Grimes because if they rule him out with another random illness, the NBA is going to probably investigate even harder. And the Sixers ownership does not want to lose those paychecks. They don't want to lose money. But Yabusele, I mean, he's out there. He plays a couple minutes. He comes off the floor. What's the point? What's the point, man? Let's see. Rooks is tank for Flag. I mean, look, Cooper Flag would change this franchise. He'd be amazing. But do I think it's realistic that they get Cooper Flag? Probably not. But if they can get at least a top 3 or 4, right? There's some good guys at the top of the draft. So it's a little bit top heavy, but I wouldn't mind it. And look, you get another impact player that can come in and contribute that's on a rookie contract and, can make a lot of money. But hey, if you get Cooper Flag, I mean, holy smokes. Holy smokes. So yeah, the Thunder took the Sixers blueprint. They're like the kid in class who, spied on your work, took your idea, got to it, and actually executed it, right? You're the kid that tried the blueprint. You went up and you presented first in class, and you had a lot of harsh criticism from the teacher or the professor. And the kid that spied on your work, that was going to take your idea, tweaked his game plan a little bit, and went up and got an A+ on the project. That's pretty much what happened. And the Thunder are 57-12. They're 13 games up in the West with 13 games to go. And the Sixers are so down bad like never before. So that's where we're at. That's what happened. That's what happened in this game. The Thunder continue to put up insane numbers. I mean, tonight they shot 46% from three with backups. I mean, they're too good. They're deep and they're good. They were up by 41 in this game. So, for the rest of the season, Sixers evaluate what they can, see where they go from here. You look at the next couple of games, they play the Spurs, who are down De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama now for the season. I'm a little worried about that game. And then you have the Hawks on Sunday, another team that's pretty bad. So, Sixers have to keep finding ways to lose games, and if they do what they did tonight, they'll be just fine. But again, who knows? These guys could come out next game and be hungry, and who knows where they go from there. Remaining schedule strength, the Raptors are still with the easiest remaining schedule. Sixers are third, which is a little concerning. Brooklyn is up here at eighth easiest remaining schedule. So, see what happens, man. That's all I got on this game. Not much to break down, not much to be excited about other than getting the draft pick. And yeah. That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. This game was an absolute beatdown by the Thunder, and it just shows the difference between the two organizations and how drafting good can make the whole difference. And why you should never openly admit to tanking ever again. With that being said, man, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I know, like I said, a shorter post game tonight, but Sixers get absolutely ripped. Mission accomplished. The tank continues. They're tied with the Nets. Let's see who the Nets play tomorrow. Who do the Nets play? Philly take with RB, man. Sixers post-game live show. Nets play the Pacers tomorrow night. We'll see what happens there. Everybody have a great rest of your night. We'll be back on Friday. Sixers take on the Spurs. Till then, enjoy the rest of your night. Sixers Game Day live show. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.